welcome to the very first edition of Mr. Catlin's online student video library. I would just like to offer an invitation of thanks to those of you that are visiting the site. I hope you put use to this resource for the rest of the year. On the board behind me, we're just going to jump right into this. I have a poster dealing with the order of operations, and this poster will be found in my room all year. You can look on the wall, and the kids will be able to use it as a resource, especially after I've taught the lesson. And I like to do that. After I teach the lesson, I'll place the poster on the wall. So this poster will be there to help the kids understand the order that we follow in mathematics. Because whenever we solve a problem or an expression mathematically, we have to follow this specific order. Now the order, we have a little cute way of reminding us the order, and you've probably heard it several times. Whenever you were in school, we still use it. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And the very first letter of those words helps us to remember what they stand for. And we follow that order anytime we solve a math expression. P stands for parentheses. E stands for exponents. M for multiplication. D for division. A for addition. S for subtraction. And no matter what we do in mathematics, we always follow these order of operations. No matter what, we always follow those. And that will help your kid in this class that they can remember that order. But I want to help you today with a problem that I put on the board behind me here. And we're going to work it out together as an example. And perhaps seeing this problem, which is a pretty complicated problem, you'll be able to solve all the problems that your student might be having with their homework at home. This is actually a problem that I pull off one of my assessments. Very similar, it's not the same. I've changed the numbers up a little bit. But what we have is we have inside parentheses 5 plus 2 squared, subtraction of another set of parentheses 9 minus 8 to the power of 4 plus 12 to the power of 1. Now, in this case, we're going to follow the order of operations. And the first thing that we have we're going to look at, and it's the very first thing in our order, is parentheses. We actually have two sets of parentheses. And anytime we have two of one of the orders, we just work it like we're going to read a book. We go from left to right. So let's start with our very first set of parentheses, which is inside of it 5 plus 2. And every time I work out a problem in class, or I suggest this to my students, that we rewrite the whole problem showing each step. In this case, 5 plus 2 is 7. So we'll rewrite this directly below it, 7. Our parentheses will remain because what's inside has to be squared. So we have the 7 squared, subtraction, 9 minus 8 to the power of 4 plus 12 to the power of 1. It seems like a lot of work to rewrite everything every time, but it really helps us out whenever we come to our final answer. All right, our next step is going to be the next set of parentheses. We're going from left to right. We have to do the parentheses first. So let's just rewrite the whole problem. 7 squared minus 9 minus 8, which is 1. I like to leave my answer to my parentheses inside parentheses. Kind of helps me stay organized and keep track of where I'm at. We add 12 to the power of 1. So now we're down to just a few more steps that we have to do to solve this problem. We've got 7 squared minus 1 to the 4th power plus 12 to the 1st. Now we have 3 sets of exponents being subtracted and added to one another. Well, the order of operations says that we have to do exponents before addition or subtraction. So we're going to go through here, and I'm going to make a clean sweep of all of my exponents, and I'm going to do these in one step. 7 squared, anytime you're going to do an exponent, you multiply your base, which in our case is 7, times itself, that many times. So 7 times 7 is 49. Subtract 1 to the power of 4. 1 multiplied by itself however many times is always just simply going to be 1. And we have still the addition of 12 to the power of 1. And 12 is just going to be to the power of 1. Anything to the power of 1 is just the base. So it just stays the same. So now we can go left to right, starting with subtraction. Even though it comes last in the order according to the poster, if we have addition and subtraction, remember, we just work from left to right. So 49 minus 1 is 48. And then finally we have plus 12, and we end up with an answer of, you guessed it, 60. Because 48 plus 12 equals 60. Hopefully this will help you out with your kids as they do my homework. It will be due on Friday. I appreciate you viewing. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me anytime. Thank you very much.